I guess the question of the early morning will be whether or not those bank shares are enough to lift the Dow.
Geez, I've got to tell you, the enthusiasm for this group, it is just out of control versus the fact we're about to get some earnings. And while I like them, they're very inexpensive versus the rest of the market. The idea that suddenly they're going to do better does fly in the face of what Senator Elizabeth Warren talked to me about in September at the CNBC in II conference, which was that the banks are too big, that the banks need more scrutiny. So the idea that it's just tech that's going to get the scrutiny and not the banks, I mean, please buy the banks because you think that the earnings are going to go up and not by just a tiny bit of a move in the 10-year. I know back to March, but because the fundamentals are going to be great. And right now, I think the stocks reflect a lot of those fundamentals. David, I'm not so sure if these continue to go up that they don't reflect more than the fundamentals.
Well, how, Jim, are you viewing things right now? And if any way is your view changing as a result of the possibility that the Democrats will take control of the Senate?
Well, look, I've got to tell you, I don't want to fly in the face of what seems like a fun story, but no, I don't think it's that much. I mean, if you get the Democrats in, you could argue there's going to be more stimulus. That means you go buy the retailers if you get one of these big themes that I'm talking about. If the Republicans stay in, then taxes are low and the earnings per share go up. There's a lot of ways to win here, but if we decide to lose and sell all of big tech, once again, we're going to be fooled when the companies report the earnings. The ETFization, the SPXization, that ended in 2019, but it continues by some people who just believe that stocks are all just one big basket. Carl, I think the Murray men, the Robin Hoodization, that's more powerful. They're looking at these stocks and saying, eureka, I have a chance to buy Amazon. And yes, I don't think that Elizabeth Warren and company is going to really going to just trample Apple. So let's be careful about these broader generalizations. And by the way, I made most of the money on tech when the 10-year was between 4 and 6%. So I know these are exciting to talk about, but I think we should be talking about making money for people. And you don't sell tech on a minor move of the 10-year and the fact that Elizabeth Warren is now more important and Chuck Schumer's more important. Carl, it's not going to hold up over the long term.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.